Hello friends, I'm Dr. Gaurav. In this video, I will discuss about isentropic efficiencies of study flow devices. Contents are isentropic efficiencies of study flow devices, isentropic efficiency of turbine, isentropic efficiency of compressor, isentropic efficiency of nozzle. Isentropic efficiencies of study flow devices. Irreducibility is inherently accompany all actual processes and their effect is always to downgrade the performance of devices. In engineering analysis of adiabatic study flow devices such as turbines, compressors and nozzles, etc., it would be very desirable to have a parameter that express quantitatively how efficiently an actual device approximates an idealized one. This parameter is the isentropic or adiabatic efficiency, which is a measure of the deviation of actual process from the corresponding idealized ones. The ideal process that serves as a suitable model for adiabatic study flow devices is the isentropic process. Isentropic efficiency of turbine. It is defined as the ratio of the actual work of the turbine to the work output that would be achieved if the process between the inlet state and the exit pressure were isentropic. So efficiency of turbine is equal to ratio of actual turbine work divided by isentropic turbine work. It is WA upon WS. Usually the changes in kinetic and potential energies associated with a fluid stream flowing through a turbine are small relative to the change in enthalpy and can be neglected. Then the work output of an adiabatic turbine is shown in figure simply becomes the change in enthalpy, that is efficiency of turbine, approximately equal to H1 minus H2A divided by H1 minus H2S, where H2A and H2S are the enthalpy values at the exit state for the actual, this is for actual, A means actual, and isentropic H2S processes respectively. You can see this is the diagram of a turbine, fluid in, fluid out, and if we consider this as isentropic process, then there will be no heat interaction. So this is the SS diagram, that is molar diagram for the turbine. If these are the pressure lines, then if our process is isentropic, then it will be a vertical line 1 to 2s. If our process is actual, then it will be curved line 1 to 2a. So at point 1 entry point is as having enthalpy H1, ideal point having entropy at exit at H2S, and actual point at exit having enthalpy H2A. So this is the work between 1 to 2S is WS, and the work performed between 1 to 2A is, or work getting, is WA. So this is actual line dotted one, and this dark continuous line is the isentropic process line. So you can see here S1 equal to S2S, and this is the TS diagram in which we are having isentropic process. Vertical line this one, continuous line, and dotted line represents the actual process. The value of efficiency of turbine greatly depends on the design of the individual components that make up the turbine. Well designed large turbines have isentropic efficiencies above 90%. For small turbines, however, it may drop even below 70%. Next is isentropic efficiency of compressor. It is defined as the ratio of the work input required to raise the pressure of a gas to a specified value in an isentropic manner to the actual work input. So, for compressor, efficiency is the ratio of isentropic compressor work divided by actual compressor work. Whereas in case of turbine, isentropic is in the denominator side, whereas in case of compressor, isentropic is on the numerator side. So efficiency of compressor equal to Ws divided by Wa. Usually the changes in the kinetic and potential energy of the gas being compressed are negligible. Then the work input to an adiabatic compressor as shown in the figure will becomes equal to change in enthalpy, that is efficiency of compressor is approximately equal to H2S minus H1 divided by H2A minus H1, where H2A and H2S are the enthalpy values at the exit state for the actual and isentropic compression processes respectively. You can see in the diagram we are having compressor. This is the diagram of compressor, and this is the Moeller diagram, that is enthalpy entropy diagram. You can see one is inlet state, two is exit state, 1 2s represent ideal process, 1 2a represent actual process. Similarly, on the TS diagram we are having two pressures P1 and P2, and inlet point 1, outlet 2s if our process is isentropic, and if our process is actual, then we get 2a. The value of efficiency greatly depends on the design of compressor. Well designed large turbines have, or we can say well designed, here we are having compressor, large compressor. So change here compressors. Compressors have isentropic efficiencies that range from 80 to 90%. So there is a mistake. Replace this turbine with the compressor. When the changes in potential and kinetic energies of a solid are negligible, the isentropic efficiency of pump is defined similarly as, because because here we are assuming that there is negligible change in volume, so V equal to specific volume is equal to V1 equal to V2, and pressure is in kilopascal. So here we are taking pressure as in kilopascal. So efficiency of pump will be equal to Ws by Wa equal to volume either at 1 or 2 into P2 minus P1. Remember, P is having the unit kilopascal divided by H2A minus H1. When compressors are cooled intensely by utilizing fins or a water jacket placed around the casing to reduce the work input requirement as shown in figure. In this case, isentropic process is not suitable as the model process, since the device is no longer adiabatic and the isentropic compressor efficiency defined above is meaningless. So you can see here we are a compressor, air is in, out, and we are having a water jacket for cooling purpose. We can conveniently define an isothermal efficiency for such cases by comparing the actual process to reversible isothermal process, that is efficiency of compressor in this case will be Wt divided by Wa, where Wt and Wa are the required work input for compressor for reversible isothermal and actual cases respectively. Next is isentropic efficiency of nozzle. Nozzles are essential adiabatic devices and used to accelerate a fluid. Isentropic efficiency of nozzle is defined as the ratio of actual kinetic energy of the fluid at the nozzle exit to the kinetic energy value at the exit of an isentropic nozzle for the same inlet state and exit pressure. So efficiency of nozzle equal to ratio of actual kinetic energy at nozzle exit divided by isentropic kinetic energy at nozzle exit. So it will be equal to half mv square. So numerator denominator we are having m common cancel out, half common cancel out. So what left? V2 V square 2a divided by V square 2s. S represent isentropic, A represent actual. Nozzle involves no work interaction and the fluid experiences little or no change in its potential as it flows through the device. If in addition the inlet velocity of fluid is small relative to the exit velocity, the energy balance for this steady flow device as shown in figure reduces to H1 equal to H2A plus V square 2A divided by 2, because we are talking about per unit mass. So we are not taking the m. Then isentropic efficiency of the nozzle can be expressed in terms of enthalpy as nozzle efficiency equal approximately equal to H1 minus H2A divided by H1 minus H2S, where H2A and H2S are the enthalpy values at the nozzle exit for the actual and isentropic processes respectively. You can see this is the diagram of a nozzle. This is the converging nozzle. We can have combination of both converging and divergent also. This is converging part, this is divergent part, and this minimum area is known as throat, steam, and and steam out. The cross-sectional area of nozzle decrease in the flow direction for subsonic flow and increase for the supersonic flow. 4. So if we want to increase the velocity and our flow is subsonic, then we have to use the convergent nozzle. Now, if we achieve a minimum area at which we get the sonic velocity, after that if we want to increase the velocity, that is we want a supersonic flow, then we have to use the divergent portion in this way. So this convergent is used in case of subsonic flow, and this convergent divergent is used when we are changing from subsonic to sonic, then supersonic. This is the Moeller diagram for the nozzle. You can see 1 to S represent the isentropic process, 1 to A represent the actual process. For this, the value of, you can see the value is V2 V square upon 2A by 2, because we are taking per unit mass, and for the isentropic process we are having V square 2S by 2. So we can find out the value of this one. This value will be H1 minus H2S, and this value will be H1 minus H2A. So you can see 1 to S means H2S equal to S1. So we have replaced this one. Isentropic efficiency of nozzle are typically above 90%, and nozzle efficiency above 95% are not common. These are the references used in the video. Thanks. Any questions you can write to me gaurav.citem@gmail.com.